go. Oops, my bad. So, I was under the assumption that the timer was gonna auto start the stream, but it did not. Man. Let's see what we got. Ranch, good to see ya. Mullet, hey there, buddy. Red potato, hey fam. Yes, good art. Oh man, hey Bonnie, good to see you, fam. And Funky. Let me just do a. Oh boy. Just getting some stuff together real quick. Let me do a quick audio check and then we'll get going. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's still connected to my Bluetooth. Come on. Yeah, that's better. Hello there, Classy Fun. Wow, the Switch 3 looking good. Yeah, I can't wait for the next generation Switch. I know, that's what everyone's talking about. I am genuinely curious, though, about all the logistics that went into making it. And I definitely know recent events, at least in the US, have definitely affected the price. But other than that, though, I'd say the price of the Switch 2 ain't that bad. The games, on the other hand, that's gonna be a bit of a hard sell for some people, but you know, it is what it is, right? Sketch layer. Yeah, I haven't drawn this forever. Excuse me for fumbling around, by the way. I have not drawn an A-Sprite for like 4 or 5 months. I haven't drawn Jitella or anything in like freaking forever. So I'm trying to get back into it because I've just been busy making videos, but clearly my videos are doing absolute dog water, so maybe it should just go back to drawing. I miss your gaming Sylveon style. I'll bring back the Sylveon. Maybe, you know what? I used to have Sylveon on for the drawing streams. But if you like the Sylveon that much, I'll definitely try to bring him back next time. Marley, $80 Mario Kart. Yeah. I don't even know how I could even defend something like that. I mean, if I were to make, like, a Hail Mary attempt at defending the price of the Switch 2, I mean, not the Switch 2, the games, it would very much be me saying, well, what was it? The reasoning I used is, what is it? Yeah, the reasoning I used is that, what was it? A lot of people bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, right? And that was a $60 game. And then people bought the Booster Course Pass, which was an additional $25. So in theory, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the Booster Course is $85. And they're selling Mario Kart Worlds for $80. Now, I know this sounds like a bad excuse, and I'm not defending Nintendo by any means, but I will say, let's say hypothetically, this is like they had the game and whatever DLC they would have added, and they had it all at the same time. I'm just a little scared that this could set the precedent that Nintendo was like, oh yeah, see guys, everyone loves paying for DLC. Because, it's like, see, nobody wants to pay for a full game, so what we'll do is that we'll just go back to selling them a $60 game that's unfinished, and then charge them $20 for more DLC. I mean, neither of those practices are good, but you get the idea. You get what I'm getting at. But, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, if you still compare Nintendo to, like, Sony and Microsoft, they still have the best value, which is wild. The fact that Nintendo can jack up their prices and still be on top in a way. Oh, I'm trying to get used to this drawing pad again. It's been a hot minute. Mario Kart at an expensive price, I know, right? And if you notice, they're doing the Switch bundle, where you get the Switch and Mario Kart Worlds, which I'm also just gonna call Mario Kart 10, for $500. Hey, Veggie, good to see you, buddy. I will say though, if you're an American complaining about the price, that's fine and all, but that's nothing compared to the rest of the world. I feel bad. Well, Japan is getting away. Japan's getting it good. But for the rest of the world, they're getting royally screwed. Like, if you live in Canada, or the UK, or anything, I feel so bad for them. Like, we did a price comparison, and for us, the price of the game for us would be, you know, 80, whatever. But then, like, overseas, it would be, like, the equivalent of $92, which is absolutely insane. Even without the booster, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe feels complete. You know what's so funny is that everyone was begging for DLC for Mario Kart 8, and they gave us the booster course pass. People bought it, and nobody complained. Even though it was DLC for a freaking old game. So that makes me wonder, like, let's say hypothetically, you know, Mario Kart World... Uh-oh, did it break? Let's say Mario Kart World did launch for $60, right? And then, 6 months down the line, they said, oh, here's the booster course pass for the $60 game you just bought. That will make it $80. I find it funny because this is giving me vibes of the, you know, like the, what's the word for it? The psychology behind free shipping. Hey, Topaz, good to see you, fam. You know, like the psychology behind, free shipping. It's pretty well known that a lot of people will turn down the price of an item online if there's a shipping fee for it. But if it says no, you know, if it says the shipping is free, people are more likely to buy it. So then you see that meme of like that lady that's like looking at two products that are identically the same. It's like, would you rather pay $15? Yeah, would you rather pay a $15 product with $5 shipping or a $20 product with free shipping? You know, that's the thing, that's the funny little thing. That's how I feel this DLC thing is going for Mario Kart 8. And a lot of people are like, ew, why would I pay this much? But then when they're presented with DLC, they go, ooh, goody. Again, not trying to really justify the price, but I do notice that people are a lot more happier buying a $60 game and then getting $20 DLC compared to you outright buying, you know, an $80 game. I would like to know what people's thought process is behind that. Like, how do you guys feel about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I know, like, 99% of my friends own that. Because you, in theory, even though it was spread across a couple years, you, in theory, did buy an $85 game. So how do you feel about your purchase? Do you feel like you got your money's worth? And that's kind of my reasoning for, you know, Mario Kart Worlds. Did I say Mario Kart Worlds? Or is it Mario Kart World? I'm stupid. I almost called it Mario... I almost called it Mario Kart Cross Worlds. Oh, God. I've been looking at too much Sonic. Really hope Mario Kart World doesn't have Booster Course DLC in the future. That's what I said. So, this is the only way I can justify the $80 price tag. So let me say this. The only way I can justify this $80 price tag, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be a weirdo that says, oh, no game should ever be $80. I do think there could be a video game that could be good enough to be $80. You know, we haven't played Mario Kart Worlds yet. We don't know to the full extent of how good it is. It could genuinely surprise all of us. But I will say, though, is that if the game is $80 and I get it, there better be no paid DLC in the future for it. Free DLC, sure, because, you know, it's inevitable that just about any game this day gets DLC, minor or major. But if months down the line they say, oh, Mario Kart Worlds is getting paid DLC, and it's like $20, it's over. Then they really are playing us for chumps. But if they decide to do a, hey, here's a banger of a game we're gonna release day one on launch, it's got everything you could have ever want and then some, I think the price could be somewhat justified. But again, it comes down to what, you know, you the customer prefer. Who knows? Nintendo could, they could be pulling a PS3 right now, you know? They might be getting cocky with how good they had it in the Switch 1. Not saying that Nintendo needs to be knocked down a few pegs. I mean, they already have with the Wii U, which was kind of funny. But I will say, though, I wonder if they're paying attention to the general public's reaction. You know, could they pull a, oh, that was a mistake listing. We didn't mean to price it at that. That'd be funny. Some people are thinking they might pull a 3DS situation with like an ambassador program, which would also be funny. Imagine you buy a Switch 2 at launch, and then like a few months down the line, they have an ambassador program and they slice the price of the Switch by like $100. Oh god, that'd be so funny. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh man. People got used to pricing based on CD-ROM based software, which removed the need for cart hardware. Yeah. I hope it's a Minecraft situation. Yeah, definitely. Topaz, Philly. They need to be knocked down a few pegs to the point where they put games on sale. Topaz, that did happen. That's called the Wii U. Nintendo never puts their games on sale. I remember the Wii U was so bad. They had bundles. Like, Nintendo never did bundles. They were selling Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for $20. They were desperate back in the day. It's so fun. It's so funny to see a company go from barely getting by to on top of the world and watching their entire attitude change. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, forgive us for stumbling a few years ago. We are him. Now bow to us and give us your money. I haven't drawn anything in friggin' forever. The SNES versus... I know, right? Guys, I'm saying this is the perfect time for Sega to drop a console. Look, you know, when the world needed him most, he disappeared. Just saying, John Sega. We needed the Dreamcast 2. Imagine, I'm just saying, all I'm saying, think of it. Think of it. Dreamcast 2. Modern gaming system. All right? You know, to compete with, compete with modern day stuff. It's got all the features that you could ever want. And then bada bing, shabam, you know, exclusive 3D Sonic game. I don't know. God. Oh man, Sonic fans wanting a new console and they can't name any other games that should be remade other than a Sonic game. Like, guys, I have a great idea for a console. Put a Sonic game on it. We'll save it. Yeah, guys, because we all know a Sonic game on the Saturn would have saved it. Oh man, I'm sorry. Why am I rambling about Sonic? I just realized today was the reason Nintendo kept advertising Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Hey, Baxter Bunny, good to see you, fan. You know what? That's kind of funny. Country Returns HD. That actually makes a lot of sense. They're like, hey guys, we need to get Donkey Kong in the public conscience. That way, when we talk about, you know, his latest game, everyone's like, oh yeah, we're caught up with who DK is, you know. Again, for the general public, not just people like you and me that are chronically online and already know. I don't know what, I actually have no idea what I'm drawing, by the way. I'm just kind of going with the lines and seeing what happens. We might get something good. Don't expect anything good, though. I'm just here to talk, mostly. Oh, man. DLC-enabled games essentially never have to put out sequels, yeah. The only Sega games we know are Dreams, any Sonic title, and the Seaman. Oh, Seaman. You know. Yo, I'm Falco. That's epic. So, now that, you know, Switch 2 is, here, how do we feel about, new Smash, possibly, you know? I feel like new Smash could be on the rise. New Smash Bros, new Smash Bros. We should all be super annoying and start saying such and such is coming to Smash. Wouldn't that be funny, guys? You want the wireless GameCube controller? Not gonna lie, I kind of do too. It would be nice to have a modern GameCube controller that isn't due to, you know, third-party resale slop. I can't draw freaking snouts correctly. I hate it, but whatever. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Not with such a wide cast. I mean, cutscenes and deep story. I played Smash 4 and haven't played any Smash since. Oh, alright, Topaz. I'll say this. I do think Ultimate is definitely the best version we have so far. Because it's kind of funny. Going from 4 to Ultimate, at first it didn't seem like that big of a deal, but it kind of is because, well, you know, it actually is a pretty big upgrade. But it is kind of wild how, like, let's be real, the majority of the Switch's life only existed as validation to finish what couldn't be done on the Wii U. Saturn had Virtua Fighter 1 and 2, and poopy ports of everything in the arcade, yeah. Unless they make a Switch 2 version of Smash Ultimate. So, I don't think they could do a Switch 2 version of Smash Ultimate, because I don't know how, again, you know, I don't work at a game company, so I don't know how this stuff works. But I would assume if they were to re-release a game under a new name, that would mean they would have to, like, go back to all the old companies, you know, Sega and Namco and Disney, and make agreements for those DLC characters. But if they keep selling the game they have now and just add DLC to it, they don't have to update those agreements? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. Rivals is peak. Rivals has me less interested in Smash, not gonna lie. Honestly, if you're... I can't blame you. I've seen a couple of my friends become rival pilled, and they talk about how good Rivals is compared to Smash, and that's fine. I think the main appeal of Smash is obviously, you know, all the IPs that are in there. It's almost like the Fortnite effect, where it's like, at this rate, some people don't even play because they care. They play because, oh, my favorite character's in here, so I want to pick it up. I mean, we had a lot. We had a lot of people like that. Nothing's funnier during the whole Smash speculation stuff was people who would like harass you online for a character they wanted to join, And then you find out that they themselves never even played Smash, nor did they care or would they ever buy it. They were just one of those people that are like, yeah, I want this guy to join. And then they have no real reason. They were just like, yeah. I always find that to be quite funny, actually. The reaction videos? Oh my god. Etika's reaction videos to Smash are iconic. Absolutely love anything Etika related with Smash. I'm sure he would have gone head over heels for the Switch 2 today. I would have loved to see his reaction. Microcode updates are going to be minimal. The enhanced versions will. Yeah. I want a sequel to a certain Pokemon fighting game. Yeah, I wonder what that is. Hope it's not something called Pokken. What's that? You wanna... I can't remember if, something... Didn't Pokemon give up on Pokken? If I'm correct. Like, they stopped doing tournaments for it and promoting it, which is kind of funny. And sad. Like, you know, instead of, hey, let's improve this game we built that has some cool mechanics. You know? Oh, people aren't playing it that much anymore? Well, I guess we'll just let it die and never hold any more tournaments for it. And apparently there's still locked stuff in the game that can't even be accessed now. Which is like, oh boy. I always find that to be funny. Hey, iPod. They stopped the arcade updates. Oh yeah, we know. Pokken got left in the dust, yeah. It sucks too, because Pokken has a lot of potential. And I love how I'm the type of guy that, like, gets interested in the lamest stuff possible. Because next to nobody cares about Pokken. And when I try to get most of my friends to play it, they're like, oh, nah. Or, you know what, maybe they would get into it, but the price tag is honestly, like, the biggest hindrance for a lot of people. Pokemon refuses to lower the price in that game. They still sell it for $60 physically and digitally, which is actually insane. Like, you have a dead game here. Just sell it at a loss, bro. No one cares. Because you know what? People are going to see Pokken for $60 and they're like, well, if I want to get into this game, let me see what the community's like. They're going to look it up and they're going to see, oh, there's a few tournaments here and there, but, like, you know, overall the game's just dead. And they are not going to buy it. Because I think Nintendo and the Pokemon Company by association forgets that a lot of people these days, they're going to look up, especially as something, you know, with the prestige of a fighting game, people are going to look up what it's about. Oh, wrong thing. Get to. I keep selecting the wrong thing. It's one of those situations where it's like, man, I really wish this game did better. What the heck? Oh, that's the line. That's the sketch layer. That's the line layer. Okay, I see what's going on here. Actually, wait, maybe I could just move that then. Move that over here. There we go. Special codes they never gave out. It does go on sale occasionally for $40? Really? I've never seen it go on sale for $40. And I'm gonna be honest, I still like 40 is a little... You got your physical copy for 30? Same here. I think if you remember, I got my copy of Pokken Tournament back in 2021. It was either 2021 or 2020. And I only got it because it was like dirt cheap. And I was like, oh, this looks like a fun game. And I remember I tried playing it. And again, at the time, I wasn't big into fighting games. And I just lost a lot. And I was like, whatever. And then when I got COVID for the first time back in early 2023? Or was it 2014? No, it was 2023, yeah. I decided to play Pokken at the beginning of that year. And then a year later, It was the beginning of 2024. I'm so stupid. Like, my sense of time is so messed up. Long story short, I played Pokken for 1 year. And, I got pretty far. I think I did pretty good with it. Select. Deselect. Let's see. Where's the other one? I could work on this one. I haven't done the line art for this one in a hot minute. Let me go to automatic snapshot. Let's hit start. I forgot about this. I was supposed to work on the line art to this one. Even though it's not exactly the way I want it. But yeah, I'll work on the line art to it. Let me turn this off. Turn this off. Go back to this. We do actually. We have compatibility lists. Yeah. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Yeah, Ranch. We got a compatibility list. And honestly, I'm going to be honest. The games that aren't compatible with Switch 2 are the ones that people aren't really going to care about. I don't see anyone complaining about Labo. You know, I don't see anyone complaining about games that utilize the, what is it? The sensor on the bottom. I wonder how long it's going to take for the Switch 2 camera to get hacked to work on PC. Not long. If it's just a basic USB camera, I'm pretty sure. However, if Nintendo put some sort of DRM inside of a camera, that would be funny. That would be funny. Oh, God. The thought of, like, Nintendo going hardcore, like, no steely, no touchy hardware. Oh, that'd be funny. Alright. I forgot how thick the lines were for this. Was it a 10? I think it was a 10. Yeah, we'll go back to the black line. 10. Yeah, we can do that. Pizza Tower is also incompatible on Switch 2. Hate it here. Wait, really? Pizza Tower's Wait, what? Even if it's a digital game? Or was there a physical game? Did I miss something? What did I miss? Honestly, I'm probably going to use my mouse for this, because I already did the sketch. I want to get the clean lines. Yeah, Pizza Tower is bugged currently. Why, is that, like, said so from the developer himself? Did McPig say something about that? Let's see, line, curved line. At 10... Godlike Burger. There are 2 lists. Huh. Only Labo VR is incompatible with the Switch 2, actually. Other Labo stuff is fine. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. That's good to know. The Nintendo Switch camera comes with a Nintendo Kill Switch that will turn on when it's plugged in any device that is not a Nintendo property. Oh my god. Imagine you got, like, the Switch camera on, right? But, you know, it's collecting personal info. And Nintendo's like, we detect that you have illegally... we detect that you have illegally modified devices in your household. Currently sending ninjas to your location. Newest WarioWare can't be used to Switch 2 Joy-Cons, apparently. Makes sense, makes sense. Especially, you know, with all that going on. I can see why. Wait a second. Why is it doing it as a white? Huh? Okay, that scared me for a second. I was like, why did it... John, Nintendo will make sure you don't press left to select Wario via the Switch camera. I know, right? I'm probably going to start using Clip Studio for my artwork, by the way, because as much as I love Aseprite, because I'm, like, super used to it, I'm going to be real. I'm not doing pixel art. And it's not like I'm really doing this for the aesthetic. I'm pretty sure my art would look better in that, but we'll see. I saw the camera went, oh, they really did toss that under group play. I mean, that makes sense. Let's be real. It's like, what else would that camera be used for? Unless they decided to make, like, games that used it. But again, I like it because, what is it? I like the camera because it's very Nintendo and it's not a necessity. However, I do like the family features it provides. Especially with Mario Party. That was pretty cool. Would I use it myself? No. But I do see the appeal in it. And it looks really cool. I could definitely see that being a highlight at a lot of parties and gatherings and stuff. You know, after the white soccer mom brings the brownies with spinach tucked into them, you're like, all right, kids, who wants to play some Jamboree? Nah, I'm just playing with you. Creepy. At this point, yeah, would be better to branch out for this stuff. Oh, hey, Card. Oh, God. Oh, man. Hey, buddy. Good to see ya. Yeah, Car. I think a canvas of this size was not really made for Aseprite. But again, like I said, I started drawing in MS Paint. And the only reason why I moved to Aseprite was because it was a natural evolution for me. It felt natural because I like to draw with my mouse. I do draw it with a drawing pad that Onyx got me, by the way. Shoutouts to Onyx, by the way. Awesome dude. He mailed one to me. But when it comes to line art, I like to use my mouse so I can get clean lines. I love the GNU. Oh, GIMP. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, GNU image manipulation program. GIMP's full legal name. Molly, don't dox GIMP. Come on. Be nice to GIMP. They didn't do anything wrong. The reveal that the C button was just the Wii U chat too, the electric boogaloo button. That is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I will say Nintendo does know how to take older concepts that either failed or weren't utilized and... what's the word? I'd say, innovate them again in a way that works. Like, look at the 3DS, you know? Look at the 3DS and the Virtual Boy. Or Virtual Boy. You get the point. You know, that idea, you think after they failed with 3D once, they wouldn't touch it again. But no, like, they went back to it. And not only did they succeed, like, they did a really good job at it. Forrest Gimp. Krita is probably a better option for Clip Studio Paint. So I already own Clip. I own all of them. I own Clip Studio and I own Krita. I tried using Krita, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird. And I know that's just a skill issue, and you know, you gotta get used to a new tool, obviously. No duh. No one's gonna be good at something first try. But I remember Krita was weird. I mean, again, I know drawing in GIMP is no better. GIMP is... drawing in GIMP is funny. People will make fun of you for drawing in GIMP. I tried drawing in GIMP a little bit. I use GIMP for editing the thumbnails for my channel, and I also use GIMP when I'm doing photo editing and stuff and cropping. I think GIMP is awesome for that. I think GIMP is a great alternative to Photoshop. Is it as intuitive as Photoshop? I'd say it depends, because let's be real, if you grew up using Photoshop and you try to go to GIMP, of course GIMP is gonna make zero sense to you. But if you didn't grow up with Photoshop like me, getting into GIMP actually wasn't that bad. But again, I mostly use that for basic photo editing and stuff. I love Undertime Slopper. Hey, Chicago. Good to see you, fam. I think this art stream is smart and engaging. Oh my god. Hi, Jack. Yes, I'm broke. Oh my god. Jack. Guys, I want you to know, Cybershrooms here, aka Jack on Discord. I opened up A-Sprite earlier, and bro DMs me on Steam saying, better get that NSFW Jatella ready if you want to afford that Switch too. Like, guys, I got a picture of her open, which is killing me. Oh, I didn't even know that the that song finished. They keep moving my tools. I hate Adobe, but Photoshop is king. Hype. Adobe just kind of has a monopoly on that kind of stuff, sadly. Yeah, but I think we really need to start breaking through monopolies. Because a lot of people are like that's what I do for DaVinci Resolve, you know, when I like to edit and stuff. There's a lot of people that just go... I mean, that's why I used DaVinci Resolve in the beginning. So many people were like, oh, Tay, just pirate Adobe. I'm like, I don't want to. At least, again, my option, my idea is that if I don't think a product is good and I think it's terrible, why would I even want to pirate it, you know? Because that just proves that, oh, I can't live without it, even if I call it bad, you know? So I'm not gonna, you know, that's why I don't use Photoshop or Adobe. Then again, we do need some people to get out there to start making some slightly... Oh, and also, another reason why GIMP is so weird. People forget about this. GIMP is really weird, and I know people like to joke on it, but the reason why GIMP is so weird, especially for a lot of its buttons and stuff, apparently Photoshop, Adobe has like a lot of stuff patented. So GIMP isn't able to do a one-to-one of a lot of things they have. That's why like a lot of things that will take one click in Adobe will take two in GIMP. It's weird. There's stupid patents for everything. Makes me think about how companies will patent like the dumbest things and then never use them, but then say, oh, it's mine, and wave them around when anyone dares do anything similar to their ideas. So funny. Gotta respect the grind. Timeline gonna be full of top tier NSFW before Switch 2 launches. Oh, you know it, bro. You know it. Because let's be real. Let's be real, all right? You know, I'm gonna erase this later, but like, let's be real, right? So, you know, you want that Switch, right? Switch gonna be, round that up to oh, I can't. All right, yeah, Switch gonna be $450. Oh, I forgot. I have this thing recording, so it's gonna lag a bit. Whatever. Either way, I'll just say it out loud. But yeah, Switch gonna be $450, right? Then you got the price of Mario Kart, which will bump up the price to $530. Now, let's just say hypothetically you buy the Switch by itself and you're not buying the bundle. Because if you bought the bundle, then yeah, it's $500 flat. But if you're getting the Switch 2 and Mario Kart without the bundle, that's $530. That's just the console, and that's just the game. You know, we haven't even added in the fact if you want a Pro Controller. We didn't add the fact if you want the camera. We didn't add the fact if you want any other, you know, other stuff they added to it. But that's what I'm telling a lot of people. If you're planning on getting a Switch on launch day and you want games and that stuff, you better have at least, I'd say, $600-700 ready. Let's be real, you know? You're gonna buy a $70 and an $80 game, and then you're gonna buy the $450 console, and then you're gonna buy a new controller also. Granted, I will give the Switch this though. It does technically come with 2 controllers, and since the new Joy-Cons look a bajillion times better than the stock ones, I could see myself actually using the stock, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I could probably see myself using the stock Joy-Cons if they don't drift. And I know I'm gonna sound like an idiot for this, but I really do want to get the Switch 2 on launch day. I've never gotten a console on launch day. And I know a lot of people say it's stupid to do that, but like, I kind of want to be part of the hype for once, you know? Like, you know, it's just like everyone's done it before. I've always wanted to wait outside at midnight and wait for a console, you know? I feel like that's a magical feeling that you can't really replicate. I would love to see something like that. Or do something like that. Anyway, let me read back to what you're saying on chat. Switch 2, $399 select retailers for pre-orders. Fool, you ain't getting all that. This is not 1985. Wonder, part of me thinks I should make her like gloves a lot more big and gaudy. You know, they just like jut out a lot further, but I think it's already dramatic enough as it is. But instead of making it straight, I'm gonna make it curved this time. I'm gonna curve the lines actually. Like this. Slight curve. A rounded curve here. Let's see. Joy-Con stinky. Everyone should be diving for those wireless GameCube controllers. Scalper's gonna have a field day with that. Unless those controllers are like only for Switch Online subscribers. Then in that case, we're probably fine. They never addressed the drift issue too. Hopefully that's fixed. So the drift thing, let's be real, Nintendo is never going to address the Joy-Con drift thing at all. You know, you had people that try to do lawsuits. You had people that you had all sorts of stuff going on with it. There's no way they're bringing that, because if they bring it up in any way, they kind of already lose. Let's be real. Like, something of that caliber gets brought up in a conference and they have to answer it, you kind of lost already. It's just more so guilt, you know, it's more so of like losing just by, I don't know, just being there. But I do think it would be funny. What would Nintendo say if like they had investors or journalists come up to them? They're like, "Did you guys fix the Joy-Con drift issue?" I wonder what their professional answer would be to deflect that. I know there was a Kit and Krista video where they talked about like, you know, how you're supposed to answer stuff in a Nintendo way. Which is funny and smart. Nintendo ain't dumb. They very well know what their fans are up to. They know what their products are capable of and what their shortcomings are. And that's why they advertise them the way they do. Just the other day I was looking at some old school commercials of like the original Game Boy, and it's just so funny. All the commercials show the original Game Boy with a backlit screen. They don't show, I mean, there's a handful out there where they actually do show what it looks like, you know, when people are outside, or whatever. But like, all the commercials, they're like, now you're playing with power. And then they show just like a backlit screen. I'm like, wait a second. There was no backlit screen. Nice try, buddy. They'll continue to do free repairs and push it to the side. And for the Switch 2, I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. As much as Nintendo did free repairs for the Switch 1, I really do think they locked in to make sure that wasn't a problem for the Switch 2. Because I'm fairly certain Nintendo lost money having to replace, you know, having to ship, take in, and fix all those Switches. And I know that's not fun. And I don't think the company would like to deal with that again. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure they would just much rather have something that works this time. No way the Mii's won't be in there. The Switch 2 OS looks like a slightly upgraded Switch 1. Yeah, I saw the screen for it and I was like, I mean, it's hard to say I'm disappointed when you know how the motto is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I will be I'll be a little on it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed that they didn't make the Switch 2 look significantly different, at least aesthetics wise. I was really hoping for at least a basic theme change. I mean, honestly, the argument is usually, you're there to play, you have a game console to play games, you're not there to stare at the menu because, ooh, pretty. And I get it, but like, I think people forget that a little personality goes a long way. That's why the 3DS was, so iconic. Also, hi, Stu. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. No backlight, warm light for you, buddy. Yep. So even though I didn't grow up with the original Game Boy, I grew up with the original Game Boy Advance that had no backlight. And I was at the mercy of whatever flashlights I had as a kid. I was also at the mercy of, what was it? And I was at the mercy of any flashlights I had. I was also at the mercy of, street lights. You name it, Which is quite funny. Again, struggles that kids these days won't know, but I do find it to be quite funny. Oh, it's lagging on me. Don't do that, please. Honestly, I like the Switch's OS because it's not slam full of ads and movie apps and bullcrap. You're right, Stu. You're right. There are two extremes to this. Let's be real. Because, yeah, Sony and Microsoft, it's so sad because it's like, which way, Western man? Do you want a beautiful and vibrant screen that, yeah, do you want a beautiful, why can't I speak right now? Do you want a beautiful and vibrant homepage, with cool, dynamic, moving backgrounds and music? Or, but it has ads and all this annoying stuff and it's slow as heck? Like, I don't know if any of y'all have used a PS4 before, but God, that UI chugs. Like, yeah, you can flip through games, but then you'll select something and it takes forever to get going. The PS5's got that SSD, so it's a lot faster now, but like still. And like, did we already forget about the Wii U and how slow that was? So now we get to the Switch and it's like, it's kind of insane that like a switch from being off to on to in a game literally is about 30 seconds. Like my Switch could be off. I could turn it on right now. Whatever game's already in it, hit start, and then bam, I'm in the game in like 10 seconds. There's a lot of improvements that could be made, but at the same time, Stu is kind of right about the the simplicity of it. Although I just feel like something as simple as a basic color change or a PNG in the background wouldn't affect performance though, God forbid it even be a Nintendo Switch Online perk. Members of the online thing are able to get custom themes. Oh God, that would be terrible, but at least they would do something. PS3 and PSP superior OS? Oh yeah, I love me the PSP. A few months ago I got my first PSP from Japan, and I modded it. And I'm like, holy crap, I really wish I had grown up with it. Like, I see why the DS was better and did better, but the PSP, holy crap, I'm like, that thing is ahead of its time. Like, even today, like, I remember, like, just messing around with it on the OS for the first time, like, this thing is really this old? Like, it's still, The PSP still feels modern. I don't have a Vita, so I can't really give my opinions on that. But as for the PSP, though, like, it's one of those things that's surprisingly modern. Really makes you wonder why Sony just stopped with, you know, handhelds and stuff. I really think there's still a market, but like they can't be cowards with it. They gotta they can't be cowards. They gotta actually like go all in with it. Yeah, PSP was way ahead of its time. I think the main reason why I didn't get when I was younger, because, you know, the price also. And my mother was more familiar with Nintendo, so, you know, in our household, it was DS. Not to mention, let's not forget what the PSP was also called. The PlayStation Portable. And, you know, that kind of thing would scare any parent into thinking, oh, golly gee, I can't have my child witnessing such horrible things when, let's be real, I remember my folks were concerned about me looking at porn when I was younger, and I remember as a kid, I'm like, I have no interest. I have no interest in anyone. I just want to play Sonic. It's still funny to think of how much of a loser I was back when I lived at home. I was such a square. I mean, I kind of still am, but like, it was just like, I just like Sonic, guys. Like, I'm not sneaking out to see, I'm not sneaking out to talk to girls or do all sorts of debauchery. And like, I'm just, I just want my video games. I have no interest in anyone. I just want to play Sonic as peak sexuality. I mean, that's still kind of true to an extent. At least to my family's knowledge. I'm screwing this up, aren't I? Artists will really spend 5 hours drawing something, and some chum in Twitter will be like, oh, that looks like AI. How do we kill those people? Let me undo this, because I'm not liking this. New phone can recognize your face, voice knows when you need to boop. My parents used to say, at least he's not out dealing drugs. Meanwhile, me in Vice City. You gotta record time lapses now to beat AI allegations. You know what? I'm all for it. Nobody does time lapses online anymore. I miss that era when people would upload their art with cool music in the background and just show the time lapse. Bring that back, please. Chat, how do I draw armpits? I have no idea how. What was it? Kind of like how that part's coming out. I just need to fix this side over here. Bricks. No, don't record the time lapse. They're gonna use it as well to feed their AI. Bring that back. The monkey's paw. I know, right? Time lapse of random ramblings is peak content. Yeah. I'll be honest though. I'm a little secret. I'm not really that big into doing art streams, but I mostly do it because, well, a lot of people just like either hearing me talk or just watching me draw. And some people just kind of listen to me in the background while they're working on stuff. I have shout outs to my friend Emma, one of my best friends. Absolutely love her. She's really awesome, helping me out all these years. She listens to me while she works. And what, it's her and someone else that listens to me while they work. And honestly, it's low-key kind of motivation, because me knowing that I'm being useful in some way to make someone do their work helps me feel useful in some way. Even if my channel absolutely sucks and none of my videos get seen. I'm so sorry. I'm getting... I know I shouldn't be salty about this, but I really am. My channel is like actual dog water right now. I can't think of another time I've actually tried this hard to be good and improve and be constantly slammed in the ground. Don't mind if I just rant for a second, guys. So sorry. And I don't blame my viewers or you guys by any means. I hate it when people blame... I really hate it when YouTubers blame their audience or, like, the people that watch them. Like, no, it's not your guys' fault that my channel is suffering. It's the algorithm and other stuff I can't control. But I'm trying to think what it is I could fix that can make YouTube just stop hating me all the time. Like, I highly doubt I'm ever going to get monetization back on this channel. Not that I really care. If I'm going to be completely honest, I have, what, 32 people on Ko-fi supporting me? And I'm more happy providing for them than trying to appeal to YouTube. But at the same time, having monetization on YouTube is like... It's a bit validating, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's the word. It's validating to, like, have that. Because it shows, like, you're worth something, I guess. And I know I'm worth something, but it's just, like, to me, I would like to show my friends that I'm at least trying. I don't know. And then, of course, the stuff I don't care for on this channel blows up. That's why a lot of people ask me why I unlisted all my old videos, especially all my old meme stuff. I unlisted it because I hated the attention it was bringing to my channel. No, like, it was actually negatively impacting my videos. Because YouTube analytics would show, oh, you have 10,000 people coming from this meme you made 5 years ago. But nobody's watching your stuff, so we're not going to promote it. We're only going to promote that stupid video you made. And that's when I kind of just gave up and just got rid of all that old stuff. It's in an unlisted playlist. It's in a public unlisted playlist. But, like, as for everything else, I was just like, I had to nuke it. It was getting on my nerves. Right, why won't it drag? There we go. The right click wasn't working. Oh, that hand looks a bit better. Let's see. Joe Mama, it was funny. Engagement full. No, the engagement doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, at the end of videos, you know, you can put like a end card or something. At the end of that Joe Mama video, I would always have an end card for like my most recent video, but when I would check my YouTube analytics to see if anyone clicked on it, nobody did. Because let's be real, everyone was only there for the memes. And memes are like candy and junk food. They're easy and quick to eat without any thought. But the second most people are presented with content that they have to sit and think about for a few seconds, they're like, no thanks. Which isn't necessarily their fault, because that's kind of how the internet is these days. The internet is way more geared towards slop content and just quick and easy things that doesn't resonate with you at all. And I can't even be mad at that. But the reality is that, you know, a majority of people online just want quick, fast stuff. You want to know something that irritates me and that I found out about a year ago that a lot of people do? Apparently, it's common practice for a lot of people on YouTube
to watch all their videos in double speed. I didn't know that was like a thing that people did all the time. Like, I know YouTube gives you the option to watch stuff in different speeds, but I had absolutely no idea that a lot of people just watch stuff on double speed. And I'm like, I guess it makes sense, but it's just so weird because I'm thinking, like, what rush are you in to have to listen to something in double speed? I mean, I guess if you're listening to like some sort of like speech or a TED talk and a guy speaks really slowly, double speed, you know, double speed is probably good enough to help you listen. I remember I did use double speed in high school when there were some like lectures we had to watch, and I just wanted to like listen to the information, you know, just get it over with and listen to it all. I remember it was always funny. My teacher would be like, "How did you watch an hour video in 30 minutes?" And I was like, "I watched it in double speed." And she's like, "What?" Oh my God. And I showed her, and she was like, "You know what? That's really smart." So that's kind of funny. But like for YouTube videos though, I mean, I guess not everyone's trying to make their videos a visual spectacle. But for me personally, I low-key get a little offended if someone uses my main videos. Like if it's a stream, I don't mind. Not a whole lot happens in my streams. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I have the I have a stabilizer. I never really use this thing. Oh, this is kind of nice actually. I mean, it doesn't draw exactly when I draw. It kind of happens. There's a bit of a delay, but I like this actually. Huh. Might actually use this more. I keep forgetting there's so many features in here I don't use. I tried to watch on double speed, but I can't absorb any of the information. Yeah, that's exactly why I try to make my videos anti-double speed. If you watch any of my videos in double speed, you won't understand a thing that's going on. I gotta make sure it's just chaotic enough. Like, it's slow enough to where you can absorb the information, but just fast enough where if you try to double speed me, you know, you ain't gonna get far. Be like, good luck, chump. Oh my goodness, what if there was a way to like hide a special audio recording in a video? And if you, oh my God, this gives me a great idea. I don't know if it's possible, but what if you hid like a special audio file in a video? And it didn't sound like much. Maybe it just sounded like weird background noise or whatever. But when you put the video in double speed, you hear like audio that says, "Stop speeding up the video." That'd be so funny. Oh man, I gotta see if something like that's possible. That's kind of funny now I think about it. You know there's an app that automatically skips rants on unrelated parts of the video? Oh yeah, the sponsor block thing. I have mixed feelings about sponsor block, because I thought sponsor block was solely for skipping sponsors and videos, so it makes sense. But then I found out a lot of people use sponsor block just to skip, well, information in videos. And like, there's this one YouTuber who talks about how he doesn't really care for sponsor block because a lot of people tend to use it for more rude ways. Like again, it's not like his videos are like super informative where like there is a point to get to, but this guy's just talking about his life. And it's funny, like whenever he talks about whenever he talks about his Patreon members, he sees in the community that people put like sponsor block segments, and he's like, dude, I was only talking about the people supporting my channel for 10 seconds. He's like, can you not he's like, can you not wait 10 seconds? Is that too much for you? You know, the guy's like, I purposely don't take sponsors, and yet people still do this. And again, you know, people are allowed to watch videos any way they want to, but I do think that is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Oh, I don't have my little glove on for drawing. You know what? Where did it go? I don't have it. Ah, that sucks. You know, I'm gonna use this instead. I got my little, I have a second do-rag I use for my hair. I'm just gonna use that. There we go, and I can slide my hand around here a lot better. It's backmasking, it's possible. Do it, do it, do it. I did that with reverse audio, really? Okay, I gotta try that. I gotta try that, all right. Someone remind me of that idea later. I'm gonna try that for a future video. I did it with reverse audio. I know someone that did it with skipping 5 seconds ahead. Oh, lol. Oh my goodness, imagine you're skipping ahead. Like every time you tap skip ahead 5 seconds and you hear bits of Aya say stop skipping ahead by 5 seconds. That'd be so funny. Apparently, and the funniest thing is that like I don't know if this is in regular YouTube, but YouTube Premium has a thing, by the way, where yeah, YouTube Premium has a thing where if you like a sponsor segment comes up and you tap the screen, I used to just mash tap, you know, to the right a few times to skip segments. But now there's a button that shows up called jump ahead and it auto skips. By the way, this is vanilla YouTube Premium, okay? And they give you an option to skip sponsors within their own app. So the fact that even YouTube knows that this is kind of BS is kind of funny. And I find it funny that like sponsor block and YouTube sponsorships wouldn't have been a big deal if YouTube didn't constantly demonetize and ruin people's channels all the time. Literally, the only reason why people turned to getting sponsors on their channels was because YouTube wasn't a reliable source anymore. It's just really sad. Like, when your own people are like, yeah, we can't really rely on you anymore, that's a little telling. So iPod said, okay, I'll be honest, I'm too white, so I had to look up what a do-rag was when you mentioned it in the call like a week ago. Yeah, I'm wearing my do-rag right now. I got myself a good haircut and got some product in my hair and just, you know, gotta keep the waves going. I don't wear my do-rag a whole lot in public though. I think it looks a little cheesy, or at least on me personally. Yeah, I need to use the stabilizer more. I don't know if there's a way to reduce the lag on a stabilizer, though. Oh, that's a little too much now. Hold on. Is this what the real artist does all day? Constantly drawing a line in Control-Z? That's a bit better. I can just erase that bit over there. Like, I may start the video with, I have irritable bowel syndrome. I use sponsor block, but I usually just use it for the actual sponsored sections. Yeah. I didn't even know about that button until recently. Yeah. You can disable certain types of blocks. Yeah. I just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of find it a little weird that some people are, like, hyper aggressive with the sponsor blocks, you know? Because it's not even sponsors, it's just like, there's a decent video someone made out there that they put their heart and soul into, and people are just like, get to the point. It's so funny, because like, I feel like, I mean, in reality, people just want to watch the content that they like, but I do find it kind of funny that there's a bit of an oxymoron going on, where people are like, oh, I hate slop content on YouTube. I hate these short 5-8 minute videos people make every single day talking about current events because, you know, it's just nothing burgers. But then people also turn around and go, oh my god, I'm sick of seeing multi-hour YouTube videos on my feed. Who's watching a 3-hour essay on the history of the Nintendo DS? People really need to start actually making real videos. It's so, like, and I know these are probably from different groups of people, but again, I think it's really funny. People are like, oh, I hate short form content. And then people go, oh, who, like, you know, weirdos are making these super long, hour-long, you know, 5-hour-long video essays. It's like, nobody can be happy. You're my favorite slop factory? Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I guess I should start making daily videos about God knows what, because, eh. Let me see. I hope I didn't miss too much in the comments. I'm trying to read everything. I've even started coming up with ways to troll people who only listen to the audio. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh my god. Get some fake fapping sounds in the background and go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And then they look at the video and it's you like, I don't know, playing around, you know, mixing some mac and cheese or whatever. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's a good way. There was a video one of my friends showed me where like I forgot who it was, but all I know is that like the guy knows a majority of people listen to him in the background. And so he starts jingling keys and yelling in the middle of the video saying, hello, are you paying attention? Hello, hello. And he's like, I know you got me buried back here in like 50 tabs. It was so funny. Because sure enough, all the comments were like, yeah, you called me out. I had you in the background while I was playing a game. I had you in the background while I was It's so funny. I need to do something like that. Be like, hello. Pull out grandma voice and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pay attention to the screen. I know you got me behind that tab over there. What are you doing? You dirty boy. You really got me in a tab between E6 and Twitter? You really that much of a gooning loser? You gotta have me back here while you get one off? God, you're pathetic. You better fish me out of here. Alright, no more grandma voice. When I made the YTP essays, I used to spam loud distort audio that says, close the porn tab. Yeah, exactly. Bro, don't kill yourself doing the grandma, you'll become one. That's too late. I'm already racist, grandma. Bum, ba, da, bum. Ba, da. Ba, da, bum. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba. Wait, I just remembered. I'm supposed to draw a shirt on her. I don't need all this. Oops. Wait a second. I was supposed to draw her. Uh-oh. Her outfit was supposed to be on her. She's not supposed to be naked. Oh no. I made a mistake. Huh. I gotta reference my own art because that's how bad I am. Let's see. Let's go to the sketch layer. We can still save this. Sketch layer. Bam, go here. Bam, reduce this to 5. Let's see. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, let's turn off the stabilizer. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Kid name reference sheet. Thanks a lot. A mistake? No, it's called. This is something I started drawing like a few months ago, and I'm trying to finish. And I'm trying to do more anatomy studies to do better. I mean, I'm not trying to get like perfect. My buddy Foxero, he does freaking amazing traditional artwork, and like all his stuff is like, it's got freaking perfect anatomy, and I love it. Like toned muscles in the arms and legs and stuff. I don't think I want to get to that level of good at artwork, but I do want to get to a level where I can feel like it's my work could be a bit more respected and not viewed like, you know, just generic furbait slop. I'm very like a lot of you have heard me say this before, but I am extremely picky about how people view Jatella, and I really don't want her being viewed as like someone's persona. I'm really trying hard to like make her design even one, I'm trying to keep it simple. That's why I really limit her to like 3 colors. I know there's technically 4, but you know, overall, I try to limit the colors and limit what I add. I feel like that's a way of making a more, I hope, iconic outfit, look, whatever. I don't know. Who cares? I'm rambling anyways. Bum, ba, bum. Biddy, 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 boom. Ba, ba, ba. Anatomy. iPod, you wouldn't know anything about anatomy if two thighs were squishing you right in the face. That's right, I'm calling you out. Alright, and then the shirt would go from here to there. Yeah, we can work with that. Kid name reference sheet. You're killing me, bruh. Ba-ba-da-bum. Yeah, that right. Ends there, goes down to here. When you make a character, you gotta have some kind of trademark, something that unifies them. Rise got the flannel, this he's got the big ears. The big and Meki is just FNAF but good. I love anatomy. It's like 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, and a tail? Yeah. Everyone should have a tail. I'll give all humans tails. That would perfect the anatomy problem. Cybershroom song? Oh, it's what I'm listening to right now? Sorry, I'm sorry I missed you. If you want to know what I'm listening to right now, what I've been listening to for the last 10 minutes, this is from Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge. I'll put it in Discord if you want it. I'll just take the link to what I'm listening. I'm just listening to my chill playlist right now. Here we go. Let me drop this in voice chat text in YouTube. I mean, in my server. Hold on. There you go. I need to make a new rough sheet for my Sona because it's so old it still says female. Character development. There's no need for female anymore. There we go. Hello, Professional T. Towington. Hello, Armani. Good to see you, fam. How are you? Tarantula, down the rabbit hole. Barely sociable. Ashen's fascinating horror. Slopes game room. Slopes game room? What? Hello, you. Is Battle Chip the arcade game? I think no, it's not. That was Battle Chip Challenge. Miss Jatella is 100% unique and original look, and she is instantly recognizable. You have the idea more down. Oh, thank you, thank you. Slopes Game Room Cosmo game video didn't go as deep in the franchise as I wanted it to be. Am I the change I want to see in the world? You know, I feel there's a lot of videos I want to do deep dives into. Like my recent video. I mean, I might as well spoil it here, but spoilers if you haven't seen my latest video, but the one about Yakuza, but it's also an April Fool's Day video. But my thing is, a lot of people think April Fool's Day video and they think, oh, it's just like easy slop content someone cooked up at the last minute, when in reality, I spent over 100 hours editing my last video. But yeah, I talked about Daytona 2, because it was a minigame featured in Yakuza Gaiden. And I have a lot of information about that game that I still want to talk about, but I couldn't fit it all in there for the sake of the video, because a half-hour video is already killing me. That's the longest thing I've ever edited in one time. So don't be surprised in like a month you probably see me make another like a proper Daytona 2 video. I'll probably take a chunk of the intro from that segment. Maybe I'll try to get Lyra to help me reanimate myself speaking some more stuff. But there's a lot of information. There was that whole bit about Reb Beach and you know, Winger and everything he did, but then like, you know, I remember I was doing research and I remember finding that point about how like they were being made fun of so bad that it was affecting the sales and stuff. And I remember I was reading into this. I'm like, holy crap. And I was just like, I was just trying to look into who was doing the guitars for Daytona 2 because, you know, no one really, I feel like when people talk about Daytona 2, they're like, oh yeah, I love Takanobu Mitsuyoshi, and you know, he does the vocals, and I'm like, okay, but like no one talks about the other people that worked on it. And again, like I say in the video, I still don't know if Dennis St. James is alive. I've looked up everything I could about him. No Facebook, no previous MySpace, no nothing. Like, the guy sang the vocals and just left. But there's a few photos of him. So it's like, do I continue the rabbit hole of trying to find more information? Do I just give it up and say, you know, it is what it is? Such a Yakuza experience. I know I was also mostly saying it wrong on purpose, if I'm gonna be honest. I know it's not Yakuza, it's Yakuza. But I was saying it like that because I thought it was so funny. And then I had this stupid image in my head. I was thinking, like, I was saying Kuza like Kuzi, like Banjo and Kazooie. So it was like Banjo and Kazuya. It was a stupid thing that kept popping in my mind. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say it wrong. I was hoping I was gonna get some angry comments of people being like, you're saying the names wrong. Because I thought it'd been really funny, honestly. Sometimes doing stuff wrong on purpose is just really funny because I love seeing the reactions. Sometimes we troll on purpose, you know? We do a little trolling. Jacuzzi. Yeah, the shading goes there. That's just the outline, so we don't even need to worry about that at all. Okay. Let's go back to stabilizer. Go back to line art. 8, 9, 10. I had this action RPG series that I never shut up about that only like 5 weebs even know about, going as far, going streams with them. So I'm probably not gonna do a deep dive into it. Oh, please do. I love obscure games and stuff that, you know, no one really knows much about. I appreciate that stuff. Especially if it brings more eyes to it. Nothing feels greater than, like, showing people something that's just obscure and really cool. I love how they made one of the stages in Daytona USA 2 is literally just Sega World / Joypolis, yeah. Also, in the video, I'm a little mad at myself. I don't know why I let this slip. It's not called Joyopolis. It's called Joypolis. It's the Joypolis amusement park, and I kept calling it Joyopolis. Again, I was saying things wrong already. I think my brain just kind of auto-defaulted to be like, all right, I guess we're pronouncing everything wrong today. But yeah, remember, yeah, it's called Joypolis, not Joyopolis. I have a DVD of him playing in my favorite band in the world of Dokkan. Oh, nice. Working man must be close to my age. I think you're both around the same age. You're both old and like to yell a lot. And you're both funny. So I think you got that right. Tay, we out of arcades. Bro, I'm so... Oh my goodness. I know a lot of people are like, oh, things were better back in the day, but I'm gonna be real. I would have really liked to... Part of me really wishes I could have experienced the arcades in their heyday. It makes me genuinely sad that, like, I know arcades do exist to an extent, but, like, you know, I'm never going to experience them the way they were meant to be. And people are like, oh, there's these arcades, and it's like, they named like 1 or 2 arcades that are like way out there in the middle of the country that I can't get to. It's like, guys, there's nothing decent around here. At least where I live. Oh, how I love how third places can't exist because anything that's fun these days is automatically killed off for profit. Time to gel Jatella's titties. Oh, shut up, you! Oh my goodness. I like to be somewhat tasteful. Or I could just go for, I mean, I'll be attacked on Twitter for saying this, but I can say this here, you know. I'm trying not to make the average furry OC that's just, you know, super thick in every way imaginable. Got freaking thighs the size of cinder blocks. And then like, guys, there's nothing weird about this. And it's like, come on, guys. I'm a man of taste. You gotta have some balance. You can't just throw out exaggerated stuff. Even if that's what it takes to get a lot of likes online, apparently. That's cancelable now? Kinda. A lot, I mean, not so much, but there's quite a few people that will get on you if they do know you draw like a super thick looking OC just for attention. And I'm not talking about for like, you know, like, oh, this is the OC I like and you made them and you drew them the way you want. I mean, there's some people that are like, you're just posting this for bait. I think it mostly comes down to people that draw for interaction bait, let's be real, you know? There was that trend a while ago where it's like people would join Twitter but under a new account, and they would make like a super seductive looking female furry OC, and then they would just say hi guys, and they would instantly, it was so funny. This happened I don't know if you all remember, but this is like a big deal in the art community and people are getting pissed off. And this is where the whole thing started. People are like, you know, like, I do all this work, but then someone rolls in here with it was so funny. It was so funny, bruh. It was a real problem back in the day. It isn't so much anymore, but, you know, it's kind of funny how, like, the existence of AI art now has kind of unified people to stop attacking each other when it comes to artwork, and now everyone's like, all right, we got to kill these crazy bots. It's quite funny. Quite funny. We need to kill AI art. Oops. I'm doxing myself. Please come and meet me. I want to test my new hearing protection. Oh, 16-year-old artist with suggestive art. That's just softcore. Yeah. Puppy Chan. Oh my god! That's a name I haven't heard in ages. Bro, the whole Puppy Chan thing, that was wild. And what makes it even worse is that I knew her from my Google Plus days. It's always funny when you know someone online and they get into trouble and they're like, hey, I remember seeing you a while ago. Like, you really turned out to be like this? Quite funny. Quite funny. Y'all remember when Puppy Chan pretended to be Chinese on a new account by using broken English? Bro, oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Oh man, I remember that, bro. She's the reason why nobody could look at the Snoopy with the little bow in its hair seriously, because that's all people can think of. I hate it when online accounts that get super popular use existing artwork of like IPs, because then when they turn out to be annoying or bad people, then that's all people think of. And I'm like, that's really bad. There's a reason why nobody can really look at Danny Phantom the same way on Twitter now, or like a bunch of other accounts. Oh my god. Veggie, you were role-playing? Oh my god. The town my aunt lived in had a pizza place made out of a train station that had an arcade cab called Lucky and Wild. To this day, best arcade game I ever played. And it's never been ported. What? Alright. Stu, we gotta send you in under deep cover. I'm giving you a USB and I need you to rip those files. You're under deep cover. Your mission is simple. Get in, get the ROM, and get out. We're counting on you. Armani says, yes, we are putting Potatoes videos on the living room TV while we eat Denny's for breakfast. What? I hope you're not watching me while eating Denny's. I'm gonna be very scared. At least you guys can't make fun of me for being good at drawing feet. Because if I was good at it, then I think everyone would have some questions. So the fact that I'm not good at drawing them is probably a good thing. Nothing's funnier than seeing a furry that's good at drawing feet, because then it's like, hold on. Something ain't right here. Oh, I have the ROM. It's just too complicated to really play on a computer. Keeping my mouth shut about the feed comment. I know what you are. I know what you are. You can't hide from me.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. I saw what you liked and retweeted. I know what you're into. You're into older ladies, aren't ya?
Let's see. King Julian! Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but like, I don't know how as a kid, you know, you really don't notice quote-unquote weird stuff, but it's wild rewatching any scene with Mort as an adult. Bro had a straight-up foot fetish. And this was in all the movies, and all the shows. Oh my god, I don't know how they got away with that. I mean, then again, this was under the Schneider years. Forget gaming in the Clinton years. Nickelodeon in the Schneider years. When everything was about feet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. It still boggles my mind that that man had so much power. Bro literally just pointed at Nick headquarters like, yes, change the logo into a foot now. Bro probably got up every morning extremely happy, being like, oh, that's right. I got feet everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's... Canonical Soul Absorber. Top 10 adult jokes and jokes cartoons. It wasn't even subtle though. Bro just straight up runs to King Julian's feet. I do find it funny. My mother did not like King Julian because she was like, he is way too fruity, which is so funny. I'm like, the way he acted in the original movie is no different than the show. Doesn't Mort have like 5 dead wives? Okay, so the Mort lore is absolutely insane. Apparently he's like, I don't know. Apparently he's like immortal or something. He's some sort of like god or deity or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that Mort's got some crazy lore. Happy is one way to put it. I know, right? Mort feasting for some Julius. King Julius. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. How do you come up with stuff like this, man? Free thinkers win King Koopa. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Did you see in like the Mario Kart world footage that apparently there's a sign that says Koopa Hotels? Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure it's just a happy coincidence. Because let's be real, you just take the name of an existing enemy in the Mario world, you know, and just kind of slap, you know, a brand to it, you know, the in-universe brand. But the fact that it says Koopa Hotels, like, I'm really hoping that that's an inside joke from someone that works at Nintendo. And they did that on purpose, because that would be so funny. I would love, oh my god, if that was a real Hotel Mario reference, I would absolutely love it. Hotel Mario remake real, I know, right? She's not coming down. I'm not gonna lie, some YTPs have altered the way I speak forever. Like, whenever I'm dealing with toast, you know, it's always, you know, I gotta say toasters. You know, I can't say it regular. I can't say it like a normal person. Or whenever, like, I would talk to my brother and ask him if he had something, he would always go, no. I honestly feel like YouTube poops are just as important to internet culture like anything else. And I know people have already made videos, and I think even a book going over that kind of stuff. But it's just amazing at how like YouTube poops are just so important in the history of everything online. Even when it comes to like copyright stuff, you know, it really pushes fair use to its limits. Because it's like, this is a heavily remixed video. How is this stealing? Like, no one is... Actually, never mind. I was about to say, no one's watching a YouTube poop of SpongeBob and saying, I'm content. I saw the full episode. The sleeper agent in you about to persuade for a light. Maybe we can persuade him. People are making one to be and calling it brain rot views or lobotomy. The weird thing is that YouTube poops are not brain, because I remember someone was like, oh, YouTube poops, they're just modern day slop. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with Skibbity toilet. No, there's a difference. YouTube poops were made out of love and passion and lots of freaking skill. They weren't just made to be daily uploads that, you know, anyone could just churn out. You know, sentence mixing and splicing and all the editing, that's a real skill. And I think people got that confused with, oh, it looks low quality, attributing that to, oh, it's just slop. No, you got this wrong. I will fight anyone that tries to accuse YouTube poops of being slop content. Oh, also, YTP caused the YouTube copyright system to even happen. Oh my god. I saw YTP with the most generic clickbait mainstream thumbnail and a non-ironic Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Never mind. People uploading entirety episodes of shows did that. Yep. Hearing YTPs be called Brainwatt nowadays is like 14-year-olds calling Nightcore sped up mix. Oh my god, nothing makes me more mad than seeing, yeah, it's called Nightcore. People are being like sped up. One thing that used to piss me off on YouTube was when I was trying to listen to a song I liked, and then I would see nothing but like slowed plus reverb. I'm like, really, guys? Really? Slowed plus and it was one of those things where I accidentally clicked on one of them, and then YouTube automatically assumes that that's what I want to see. So then I couldn't avoid it for like a solid month. Oh god. YTPs were renewed because they had copyrighted content. I know, but again, there's fair use, and that was one of the biggest things. Oh man, yeah, Viacom sucks. YTP is a sacred form of art. Oh my, oh, YTPMV is a sacred form of art. Yes, it is. Oh my god, there's so many I love to hear. I love the H.H. Greg ones. They're my favorite. Absolutely god tier stuff, you know? They were like, why is everything we own on a platform we don't control? Yep. Gotta watch those Megalovania, but insert funny cat cheer videos. Let's argue about fair use live. Nah, I'm not the guy to argue about it. Nah, only thing I'll argue about is Sonic games. And why Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best one ever. YTPMV Big Shot is amazing? Yes, it is. Spadinner! Spadinner poops! Oh, yes! I love that. This is probably a dumb question, but has anyone ever made a YTP of a YTP? I'm pretty sure that exists if I look it up. But like, you know, someone takes someone's existing YTP and make a YTP out of it. I don't know. Poopception. I don't know. How deep can we go? Squidward! The Sky had a Pokemon. YTPMV Elf was YTP'd? Oh, really? Okay. Tay, it was a whole category. We called it YTP Tennis. We made a game out of it. Really? Alright, that's some history I gotta learn about. I'll be looking into that, because that sounds really cool. Oh wait, I'm supposed to have her boots on her. Actually, so I could probably afford to make this a bit wider now that I think about it. I'll fix it later if I don't feel like it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, her boot's supposed to go here, so I didn't even have to draw the foot now that I think about it. Oh well. Let's see, let's do one here. Toys Gone Wild? Huh. I've seen a ton of YTPs, but honestly, I'm probably going to have to ask you guys for, like, more obscure ones, or maybe ones that I'm pretty sure I haven't seen before. Oh, funny thing, by the way. Good news. So, as a lot of you know, I'm getting a new job, finally. Only took me, like, close to 5 years to find a decent job. Even though I've been bus driving for all this time. But, I told my students, yesterday. And they all got really sad. And, it was quite funny, because I don't really talk a whole lot when I drive the students. I'm just nice. You know, I just like to say, I say good morning, you know, I say have a good day, all that kind of stuff, but other than the occasional joke, I don't really speak a whole lot. But they all got, like, really sad, and some of them were they're like, what do we need to do to keep you? It was so funny, and these are all high schoolers, you know? And I would have just assumed that, like, they wouldn't have cared at all. Because most high schoolers don't care about what happens, but, like, they all genuinely, like, really sad I was leaving, and I was surprised, because I just thought, you know, they never really caused me any trouble, because I try to be nice to them. I bring snacks on the bus and stuff. I'll get, like, a box of chips from, like, Sam's Club, and just bring it on the bus for them and let them have them. But, and I was just genuinely surprised. And the one guy was like, what did he say? He's like, what do we have to pay you to make you stay? And they were like, you're the only good driver. And I was surprised. I was like, what do you mean? They were like, the other drivers get us home really late, or they keep missing us and yada yada. I'm like, oh my god. I think the one thing that stuck out to me was when the one guy he's like, there's nobody like you. And I was like, oh man, I felt bad. I feel bad that I'm leaving them. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you gotta move on in life. It doesn't help when you get paid absolute, you know, peanuts. You know, it sucks that I have to leave, but I'm also happy that I get to move on to a new opportunity in my life for once. But I'm glad I left a good impact on the students, though. I left Twitter and people literally told me not to come back. Jeez, how many enemies do you have, bro? And how can I get some? I don't see why anyone would have a reason to hate you. You're smart, you're funny. And you're definitely no groomer or weirdo like those other furs out there. Really love how the community will, like, attack innocent people. But the people out here in the fandom that willingly do bad things and will brag about it, oh no, they get to stay. Pisses me off so much. And then people are like, it's a bit of a meme, but you know, people are like, so much for a caring, open-minded fandom. Community will really chase out innocent people. You have passes for school buses. Yeah, so I know some cities, students will ride, like, the public city bus, but they'll have a pass to use to go to school. You know the guy that was eating ice cream and saw the N-word? That's from Spinge Binge. Oh my god. You're an elitist and people hated my attitude, plus I attacked some big YouTuber and their fan base sent me death threats for years. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! Well, you know what? At least you're a lot nicer now. And that's all that matters, right? All that matters is that people grow and change. So much for the tolerant left. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whenever someone says the furry fandom is open to everyone, they mean who agrees with them being a pervert. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I will say this. There's a lot of good people in the fandom. And I'm very lucky to have met a lot of people that are my lifelong friends. And then there's some people in the fandom that are absolutely despicable people. A certain someone was on a downward spiral. Should be a clue. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. From YTP to Big Shot. Made a call out video and said it's 2 million subs after me. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Nobody deserves that. I'm gonna send you a YTP later, Ty. All right, thank one of your faves. All right, yeah, definitely. You know what? If you want to in Discord, go to the voice channel and send me your favorite YTP. There's a good chance I might have seen it, but if I haven't, I'm gonna really enjoy it. Bad username, message retracted. What did you say, bro? Oh, wait, hold on. Whatever you said, even though you removed it, it still shows up here in the chat. So you can't hide forever. Your words cannot hide from me. Hit enter before I was done? Oh, okay. I was like, what'd he say? What'd he say? Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da. Boom ba da ba 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 da. But yeah, my last official day of work as a school bus driver will be next Wednesday. And then I'll be using Thursday, Friday, and that weekend to get myself together for the next job. And for those of you curious, I'll be working in manufacturing. So I get to work around machinery. Remember, don't get frisky with the robot woman. Don't stick anything that you don't want to lose. That's better. Bum bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da ba 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 da. I need a drink. Be on the lookout for a certain logo on the top right screen. Oh boy. I don't know if I told you guys. I made a YTP. It's on my 3rd channel. It's very bad. But I had ideas, but I just didn't know how to make them happen. Granted, this is a few years old. If I were to retry it, I could probably do a better job. But I'm gonna be honest, like, the skill of making a YTP is not the same skill as making a video look good for editing. Because a YTP, you can't just have random loud noises for no reason. And you can't just have, you can't just have a cartoon clip play straight for 10 seconds. There's a lot that goes into it. My friend, Sponge Maniac, she's in the middle of making a SpongeBob YTP that's freaking hilarious. And I'm begging her to, make it public. But it's not done yet. But I got to watch it. She was on the server the other day and showed it off to us. So freaking funny. I'm trying to think, what material would I pull from if I wanted to make a YTP again? I still think Mario Bros. Super Show is like one of the best sources to pull from. SpongeBob's easy, but SpongeBob gets you copyright claimed pretty fast. Is it perhaps a Spingebill poop? Nah. The YTP I made a while ago is just clips from the Mario Bros. Super Show. Oh, Adventures of Sonic. YTPs are yes, they are. Bad username. Where you say to post YTP links? I gotta in my Discord server. I'm just telling people, just drop them in the voice chat channel. That way I can find them later. What time is it? Oh my god, it's already 10:27. I didn't even know it's been this long. Sorry, I haven't gotten much meaningful done. I've just kind of been reading chat, talking to you guys. Not that I don't love talking to you guys, but holy crap, I did not know this much time went by. I miss making YTPs. They're very fun to produce. Please, Funky, make some. Please make more. My favorite thing to make YTPs of was always like the old PSAs, promos, infomercials, and anti-drug stuff. Oh yeah, those are so easy. Yeah, just flipping around the words to say "do drugs" is so funny. I know what you're talking about. There was this MS-DOS promo I loved. McGruff the Crime Dog. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh that yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. This one YouTube channel had these animations of an orange cat going on the internet and getting trolled. It was half my videos because I loved how dumb they were. That's amazing. Oh yeah, the Amiga computer anime. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Careful, don't let the mainstream see that, or a YouTuber will make a video and go, "What was this?" Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-dum, bum. And this dog was driving. Better get to work. Promise a Switch 2 video. Ooh, alright. I look forward to it. Let me know when it's out. I'll definitely watch it. He-Man's Fabulous Magic Drugs. I gotta watch that. Magic drugs make your problems go away. Oh my god. I may have to go the coward's way out and just hide the hand. I gotta look for another reference for this one because I jacked up the left hand pretty badly. I like the right one though. The right one looks pretty nice. I like this. I gotta work on the left one though. I don't know what I was doing there. I mean, I could do the same thing but in reverse now that I think about it. I could just try to do that. Also, I kind of like how I curved the glove on this one. Normally I have I liked making everything really pointy, so I'd like make them a lot more straight, but I'm gonna experiment a bit with making the design a bit more varied with widening them out with that. I'm gonna go for a more curved one. More curves. I'll probably redo that one too. Hands are the least easy to get the reference since they're stuck to your arms and all. I know, right? I forgot one of them. I don't know if I have the image, but like, let me see if I have it. Where is it? File, open recent, image. There's something I drew, and I used my actual hand as a reference. Like, I actually got yellow gloves from Walmart, and I used myself as a reference, because I wanted to draw something better. I'm trying to find which one it is. Hold on, I'm looking through my files real quick. Let's see, reference art, sprite art, here we go. Tele artwork, is this it? Ah, the adjust one. Here it is. Hold on, let me pull it up. It's been a hot minute since I touched this one. Let's see. Ah, this one. This is the one I used my I had to get my own gloves. I had to use myself as a reference because I couldn't find anyone doing a pose like this. So like I took a picture of myself holding up a what was it? I held up a, what was it? I used my wallet, because I was like, I needed something to hold my fingers that would do it. So I used myself for this one. But yeah, that was fun. But that's one I had to use myself as a reference for. So it's like, when in doubt, just use yourself. That's what I've kind of had to resort to doing. They're selling a 3D model set for printing on Colts 3D. I don't have that. You know, I wonder if I should try to get into 3D, making stuff in 3D. With like 3D printing, that's what I mean. I just feel like if I were to print something in 3D, I would like to print something useful. Got any recommendations for a good 3D printer? Or something affordable that you can put together yourself? Yeah, I think we can do that. Bamboo. Just buy a bamboo. I assume that's the name of the printer, and you don't want me to actually grow bamboo and let it grow to wild amounts in the neighborhood and unleash it upon the town. Your local HOA when they discover bamboo in the yard. Yeah, I kind of like curving out the gloves a little bit more. I think it gives it a bit more depth. Yes. No. Do not unleash. Bamboo printers are essentially idiot-proof. Don't unleash what, bro? It's just a little funny bamboo. It's not gonna do anything terrible to my local neighborhood. Buy once, cry once. Bamboo printers are expensive? Oh boy. Now the real question is, we're talking about price. What's expensive to one person could be affordable to another. How much we talking? Maybe I'll just build my own. Just get components from like other people's stuff and put it all together. I got me some pasta. Ooh. Ooh, and salmon. Nice. $3.99? You expect me to pay a Nintendo Switch 2 price for this type of thing? Can it even play games? Yes, yes. Oh my god. Is that a Salmon Run reference? No. 3D printed Jutella? Oh, that's not happening. Although that would be amazing, though. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Curve that out. Curve that out, yeah. A slight curve to this would do wonders. Let's go here. Go here and delete that. Go back to this. We could afford to curve it, actually. Hold on. Still love the thumbnail you drew of you and Pi for the Crystal stream. Oh yeah, that was fun to draw. The main reason why I drew that one was because I couldn't get an artist fast enough to make me a thumbnail for the stream. And I was like, well, looks like I gotta do it myself. Oh man, but oh yeah, but speaking of that, I definitely will resume the Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke with Pi. I've just been kind of busy and, you know, and I didn't want to interrupt Pi. I didn't want to drag her into a stream if I wasn't really fully prepared for it. I try not to annoy people. But I'll definitely invite her back so we can finish that, because it was genuinely fun. Oh, the urge to hide the hand behind the leg like a coward. But I will do no such thing. I will just come back to the hand later, when I'm stronger. Oops. Let's see. I had that little bit there. It doesn't need to hug it like that. So we're going to go here and do the same thing. The power of the hand. Oh, the bamboo is the only one that doesn't try to self-terminate on a weekly basis? Jeez. Banjo-Kazooie noises. Go. Speaking of products and things that make me mad and self-destruct, the average printer these days is absolutely insane with how bad it is. Like, do not, like, unless you want a free scam, do not buy into the modern HP inkjet printers. I mean, I've been saying this for like, what, over 5 years, but they are a scam. I showed my grandmother this, and thankfully she bought a laser printer, but like, I didn't know it got to the point, like, there are ink subscription services that you're automatically opted into. And what happens is that when you buy the printer or whatever, you know, and you're kind of opted in, you get your ink. And then if you unsubscribe at any time, your printer shuts down. Because apparently the terms of use states that the subscription is needed in order to use the printer. It's actually insane. Like, so back in the day, it used to be bad because it's like, oh, it ran out of ink even though it wasn't out of ink, so you had to trick the printer. They're adding freaking DRM2 ink cartridges now, all right? Absolutely vile things going on in HP. They're like, how dare you try to, like, use third-party ink? Because let's be real, they sell the printers at a loss so that you can come back and buy ink. But the problem is that people are catching on to this now. And people are noticing how annoying this is getting. And I think COVID was the wake-up call. Because when everyone had to use their own printers, and suddenly you're printing, you know, dozens of pages a day, and you need to get work done, surprise, and, you know, an HP is like, you know, saying, oh, you need, like, you printed 50 pages, you need more ink, even though the cartridge is still full. Yeah, people quickly saw through that. And they're still getting away with it because of how cheap their printers are. What I did was that when I moved out, I bought over here in my room. So, let's not get it wrong though. HP used to be good, you know? Like all companies, they start off good. Then they slowly make things worse because, you know, they want power and money. So I, over here in the corner of my office, have an HP laser printer. This bad boy was made in the good year of, I believe, 2009. And let me tell you, this printer right here is absolutely phenomenal. Like, basic features that used to be the industry standard for the consumer back then that don't exist today absolutely boggle my mind. Like, it came with a not only did it come with the install CD, it came with a help CD. It came with its own troubleshooting guide. And then the number one thing that blew me away, I know this sounds silly, but the printer politely asked me, it was like, would you like to connect to the internet? And I said no, and it didn't throw a fuss. This printer I have here in my room does not touch the internet whatsoever. This thing might as well be Amish. No internet. This thing, I like, no, because once I I hook up little broski over here, you know, and its head's plugged into the web up to the mainframe, and then the HP ninjas send out their little bots that come and sabotage. No, that's not happening to me. I'm so happy I got this laser printer. Bruh, I bought it used off eBay. The guy was so nice to me because I accidentally ordered two by a mistake. Because eBay was bugging out one day. But the guy was nice enough. He gave me the one that was $50 cheaper. That already had ink in it, mind you. You know, and I was thinking, oh, I'm probably going to have to, you know, when I get it, I'm probably going to have to, you know, clean it out and get my own ink. No, I did a test print. Nope. Still ink. Still perfectly fine. And I checked the levels. They were 70% full. So I didn't have to do anything. And I've printed so much, and it's barely put a dent into it. It's freaking amazing. This thing's from 2009, and it's running laps around the modern printer you can buy for like 20, 30 bucks. Yes, it's a little more pricey up front, but it does so much. I've been telling everyone I meet, I sound like a crazo conspiracy theorist, but like I'm telling like, hey, like, oh, you got an HP, you got a printer? Get rid of it. Get a laser, please. Get a Brother printer. Get a Brother laser printer. I mean, if you want something more modern, get a Brother laser printer. Those are pretty decent. A little pricey, but again, they're good. Or do what I did. Go on eBay, get something from like 2006, 2009. Best choice of my life. Sorry for going off about a printer, but like, just scummy business practices piss me off so much because it's like, people are just trying to do daily work and you're making it a hassle. That does not make people want to come back to you. If anything, that just makes people want to look for alternatives. Ink cartridge full of ink, ink-shaped cartridge, yep. Don't apologize, bro. We're here for your yapping. I know. I try not to yap as much, but I know some of you like hearing it. It's just funny to me, though, because it's like, I catch myself going off. Time for important lore questions. Did Jatella get period cramps or can she project them?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, huh. That's a good question. I don't think I've ever considered that yet. Yeah, I would say she gets regular period cramps. Like, I don't want to make her overpowered, you know. Power creep is a real thing with OCs, and you know, if I start there, next thing you know, I'll have her knocking out Goku. So we can't let things get too out of hand, all right? One step at a time. One step at a time. Does Jatella use the microwave? Yeah. I mean, if you want me to yammer about Jatella and some of the lore I have for her, there's some things I can't say. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember, Rocketina. I'll open up a photo of her if you don't remember. Let's see what we got over here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Okay, I found it. Is this it? There it is. So the only two OCs I've made for this potential game I want to do is Jatella was the first one I made. Bit of backstory. Let me go back here properly. Well, that's probably not the best one to represent her, but yeah. So I originally had Jatella in my mind back in 2016, right before I graduated high school. One thing I always wanted was to make my own video game / superhero type character. Just kind of off of things in my life that I liked. I'm always a sucker for strong women in general, but about Jatella specifically, there was a character I wanted, and the thing was that I didn't have a name for her, but I knew what she looked like in my mind. And the problem, though, was that back in high school, I could draw, but this was during my depression arc, if that makes sense, where I lost my ability to draw. And I hope people don't think that sounds stupid, but I quite literally went through some traumatic things in my life in 2016, and I literally couldn't draw for 8 years. So I had the idea in my head, but I couldn't make it real. And it wasn't until the beginning of 2023 when I did a sketch and I was able to start working on the idea of what I had. And that's why I spent a literal entire year drawing, because I was like, I have to get good enough at drawing so I can make what I see in my head real. And I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm happy that I'm getting somewhere. But the idea with her is that she's based off of a lot of my interests I had too. So believe it or not, back when I was in middle school, I had a big neck for gardening. It was actually a thing that made me really happy. I had my own garden back when I lived with my family back in late middle school, early high school. A bit of a sad story. I don't know if I want to say the ending of it, but I had my own garden. There was a spot in the yard that was just kind of torn up, and, you know, I was like, well, you know what? I want to do something productive. I want to make my own garden. So I quite literally, over the course of a few months, got a shovel, you know, got a hoe, got everything I needed, just dug through the ground, and then I got, like, I found this old little, like, plastic picket fence that was about a foot high that I got, like, from the neighbors that were getting rid of it. And I started my own, what was it? I started growing tomatoes, I grew carrots, and I tried growing cabbage. But for some reason, cabbage was, like, the hardest thing to grow. Every single time I tried to grow cabbages, they kept getting eaten by worms. And no matter what I put on it, they kept getting eaten. Oh, and then the rabbits came. The rabbits. Oh my God. There was a home. They lived like within like 10 feet of where my garden was. I didn't know that they were underneath the shed. So then they started eating up my plants. It was so funny. So there was a constant fight of me having to like set up this mesh screen I had to keep them out. Oh man. Not to mention, one of the dogs loved to pee where the garden was too, which was so funny to me. But yeah, I had the garden set up. I'm sorry I keep going off topic, but yeah, interest for Chitella. Her backstory as a character though, she lives on a farm and she provides food for the local community that's all rabbits. I can't give away stuff about her backstory or her family, but in terms of where she lives, I have a whole story already set where she's more or less the sole provider of food in her community. And then there's like a town of like you know, bunny rabbit people that are thankful for her help. And then going from story to game, you could say like the population gets kidnapped by Rocketina for a reason. The reasons why you'll find out probably years in the future, but there's a reason why, but that's kind of like, again, I just made her based off my interests first, and then I started adding more character later. But yeah, she primarily is a gardener, farmer type of person. That's why a lot of key art I've drawn of her, she's always holding a spade. That's what the spade is for digging. For gardening, for planting stuff. I'm trying to find what that other one I have is of her. Where is it? Yeah, I hate this. I'm looking at some of my older art and I don't like it because it doesn't look as good anymore now. Where is it? Huh. No, I guess I don't have anything in here. What's this one? No, not that one. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, that's not it. That's not the one. Oh wait, is this the animated one? Oh, this is the one I animated! I forgot about this one. Hold on. Oh, this one was fun to do. Hold on. Yeah! Oh, this was cool to make. I probably should be using a different program for this, but again, this was fun to work on. Sorry I keep going off topic, but yeah, that's why I always try to draw her with a spade, just to kind of also remind myself and any artist I commission that yes, she does work on a farm first and foremost. I'm probably gonna try to find a way to get like, I want to commission someone that can draw her in like overalls, that, you know, more farm attire, but you know. The main reason why I give her this outfit, though, again, was also working within my limitations, right? This outfit she has here. The reason why she has this outfit, I'm gonna be quite honest with you, is because I did not know how to draw clothes a while ago. I didn't know how to draw clothes at all. So instead of trying to look like an idiot that didn't know how to draw, by drawing baggy looking clothes that, you know, because there's all the folds and the wrinkles and the shading. I just went with skin tight because that's easier. And I wouldn't have to worry that much. I am trying to do better with even taking a simple clothes and adding more detail to it, but that's how that started in the beginning. You know, all things start off as simple. And then Rocketina, I made her to be over the top and gaudy as possible. The idea for her came because me and my buddy Bravo were laughing and making fun of old school anime. And here's, oh, by the way, here's all the layers of that makes up Rocketina. I name all my layers for my drawings, by the way. But one of the running gags I had was like, I miss anime girls with hair vents. I specifically said hair vents because I thought that was the funniest thing. Let me see. I can take, let me disable the glasses layer. There we go. So if I take off the glasses layer and I take off the shades for it, nope. Let's see. I have too many layers on here. I mean, I'm glad I have them marked, but still. There we go, do that. Alright, you dingus. Where did I put the other one? I can't remember. Either way. But I like her without the glasses too, also. That was fun to do. Again, I kind of did this just off the top of my head, because I was thinking, what looks cunty and evil at the same time? But then the balance, I was like, Jatella, at least for my own personal notes, I'm like, you can't see, you're not allowed to see her eyes. At least I'll never show you what's behind there now, but in the future, maybe. But as it goes, it's a big no-no in my own personal character bible. I'll give you the notes and be like, nope, you can't see what's back there yet. Ba-da-ba-ba. Your name is Potatoes. So did you grow potatoes? I tried to grow some potatoes, but they took, I was a bit impatient. I wasn't too big of a fan of anything that I couldn't see growing. You know, I like growing tomatoes because I could actively see stuff happening. But most stuff from the ground, it was like, why is it taking forever? Sorry I didn't read all the comments. I was so busy yapping I missed half of what the chat said. Also, hello, a talking Pringle. You're probably gone by now. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you said hey, Tay. I got so caught up in the question earlier. I was ready. Let me scroll back up to see what I missed. Let's see. Amish Chef Internet. I know Amish Chef Internet. I was joking. Oh, you criticize our company. Now you're printing full pages of black ink. I know, right? Oh, man. Okay, and then you already talked about the period cramp thing. Does the teleplay Ring Racers or SRP2K? Definitely SRP2K. Ring Racers is not it. Genuinely had to pick up my phone to see who asked that. Hype said villain. Fuck, he said reflashing the lore into our little raisins. I know, right? Chicago says, has Jatella ever burnt water? No. She's not white. She knows how to cook. You got a much better art drive than I do. When something isn't exactly how I want, I start seeing art as a chore. I mean, when something doesn't go right for me, I leave it and I'll come back later when I feel like I'm strong enough to handle it. Because there's a lot of things I'll start and I'm thinking, man, I don't have the skill set for it. But then it's fun to come back to something you thought you previously couldn't do and then, you know, actually knock it out of the park or do better than you initially did. And you're like, wow. So, you know, my mindset is just keep going at it. And even if you don't feel like you're making progress, you are. It's just really incremental. Because then when you go back, because I'm like, I'll compare two pieces of art. Let's compare this one with one of my early pieces, right? And I'm surprised that like I would say I think I made a decent improvement. You know, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back too much because I still got a lot to improve. But where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Jet finish, jet pen, jet ready, jet blush, jet pen 2, jet pen high quality. I don't know where I put it. I mean, I have my files named, but they're not organized right still. This isn't the actual file for it, but this is one of the early ones when I started drawing Jatella. I think this is like one of the second images I drew of her. This one's okay, but I don't like it. I did not know how to draw hands at that point in time, so you know, like I don't even think I drew her freaking thumb there. So yeah, good job, past me, idiot. Yeah, so I did the coward's way of drawing art. I drew her hand poorly, and then I hid the other one. Real nice. And, oh yeah, also since I was drawing on Aseprite for the first time, I was using a much smaller canvas. That's why you see all these pixels, but like you got all these mixels now. Oh god. It hurts to look back at it, what I was doing. I mean, I like dithering shading. I really like dithering. I was a big fan of it. But the problem is that I was doing it wrong here, and it doesn't look nice at all. I'm really mad at what I used to do. I mean, from afar, it looks okay. But close up, it's like, ill. No. And then, you know, and then compare that with, like, something from the past that I did. We need the rabbit minion. Nintendo, please bring Mr. Mendel back. I don't think so, buddy. Organize and name layers. Unimaginable. I love naming my layers. It honestly helps me keep everything in organized. Because it's like, I remember a while ago, I was drawing art, but I didn't have my layers named, and I kept getting frustrated. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I was like, I'm literally causing my own problems. I can fix this. And so from there, you know, I made sure to work on it. But yeah, if you do art and you know you're gonna be working with a lot of layers, please name your layers. It'll be so much more worth it. She was buying a black carrot accident. Oh my god. Oh, you're still here. Good. How are the flowers that you brought a while ago doing? Oh, they're doing pretty fine, actually. The tulips I got, they're in my kitchen right now. And they're still doing fine. I don't get a whole lot of light in my apartment, so I try to put them as close to the window as possible. Actually curious to where the name came from, Potato. Oh, my main name. Yeah, so that name, weird bit of history to it. I mean, I could give you the short answer. I mean, the short answer is like, I'll give you the short answer. The short answer is, you know, my name being Tay, and I liked potatoes. Like, that's an IRL thing about me I really like. And so, I kind of formulated, oh, potato, pro-tato, and I just kind of inserted that in. And it worked, and I just went with it. And I've had that name ever since I was, like, back in Google Plus back in the day. There's a bit more complicated answer that has to do with more of my IRL life. And my mother knows kind of part of the answer, which is kind of funny. Well, basically, when I was, I mean, I might as well say it. Basically, when I was growing up, I have a very sensitive stomach, and I could only eat potatoes. I could only eat mashed potatoes and tater tots and stuff because anything I ate would make me sick. So for the longest time, my diet mostly consisted of potatoes. So she would always call me Potato. So I kind of took the name I got and just added Potato to it. And now, even though no one IRL calls me that, it's a bit of an inside thing, but that I took for myself. can only, no, I could only when I was younger, because I have a very sensitive stomach and I would throw up all the time as a baby. And as a young kid, I would be sick from everything. And, you know, potatoes were a soft food you could eat. Well, you know, when they're cooked, obviously. I wasn't eating a raw potato. And yet my friends nickname me Pringle for literally no reason. Oh, come on, there's gotta be a reason behind that, Pringle. What'd you do? Get your face stuck in a can of Pringles or something one day? And then you were nicknamed Pringle forever? Bold of you to assume I use multiple layers. Hype, that's a little scary, fam. If you draw on everything on a single layer, that's a little scary. Ain't no one that powerful. As funny as that sounds, no, they just started calling me Pringle in middle school out of the blue. Oh man, that's funny. Oh well. At least you have the power to make up your own dramatic backstory around it. Just say you went to the Pringles factory as a kid, and you fell in the machine, and you were miraculously saved by Mr. Pringle himself. And bam, you got yourself a spicy origin story. You got yourself one spicier origin story. I never thought that thanks to the backstory. There you go, see? I can deal with that. I'll work on that part later. I used to be nicknamed the Charlie Brown in my family. Oh no. I hope that was for a good reason, that you're an honest and cool person and not because people take advantage of you and make fun of you. Or at least, I don't know, did you always say good grief or something? I have a sudden urge to pull a football away the moment you try and kick it. Wow, veggies. Oh my god. Be nice. Be nice. But I'm pretty sure if you stood at a booth and, you know, offered him some advice for a small fee, it'd be fine. Yeah, that's what I say. No matter how difficult things get, you always got to get back at it. Honestly, that's why I turn my frustrations into the drive to do better. Because, I mean, let's be real. If success came to you too easily, would you really even try in life? You know, if every single thing you did was perfect and right the first time and it was always just, you know, there'd be no point in trying. And then you'd just get complacent and you wouldn't do anything to, you know, stand out or be unique. So I think that's why for me, it's not like my goal online isn't to be famous or, you know, like, oh, that guy that I got 1 million subscribers and I got easy money and all this and whatever. It's just like, I just want people to enjoy the things I enjoy and share some unique experiences. I will be honest though, it is very frustrating when I try to make or do something and it doesn't get noticed. Again, I've probably said this 1 billion times already, like my most recent video. I don't know why my videos can't get out of the 500 view range. I must be doing something wrong. But at the same time, I know all my core friends saw it and my supporters enjoyed it. And that means a lot more to me. But god dang it, I wouldn't be lying if I was saying I wish more people would have seen that video, because I just think it was funny, and I would have loved to see like a hardcore Yakuza fans reaction to that video. I would have just loved to see so many pissed off comments, honestly. We'll just have to try harder next time, right?
Troll him again. We'll get him next time.
It's hard because I give up too easily, or rather my brain sees things as chores way too easily. It becomes 10 times harder for me to do those things. I feel you there. Yeah, as soon as your brain realizes something feels like a chore, yeah, it doesn't want to do it. But I would say that's why you have to make it feel like a challenge. You know, you have to envision in your head what you want. And then once you know what you want, you have to make it happen no matter what. At least that's how I think. I see something and I want it, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. I want it. And I'm gonna get what I want. Just the question now is, how bad do I want it? Am I gonna try hard enough to make it happen, or am I going to call it quits because I'm not getting the results I want? You know? And then it's good enough to sometimes just make small bits of progress in whatever you're doing. And then you have to learn to be happy with it regardless of what the outcome is. Even if it looks like absolute dog water, and no one cares, likes, or looks at it. You have to be honest with yourself and say, wow, I made something. I did something, you know? Not a lot of people can say that. I mean, with the whole thing with AI art these days, you know, the existence of you making something is already a bajillion times more effective than what any AI artist could do. I mean, you could be a loser that types in prompts all day, but look, you actually have a brain. You're actually creative. You have real ideas, and you're going to see them through. I'm kind of happy with this. Not perfect. I still got to work on the... Let me see. So, it's funny. I avoided doing the line art for the longest time because I was just afraid of not having it be done right. But it's actually looking a lot better now that I think about it. I got a few more lines I need to add though. Part of me wondering if I should add like, I don't want it to look like she has a beard, but I want to add like some like fluff. But I don't think I'm gonna make it look right. Oh, and the pen ain't working, and the pen ain't working. She finally crossed the line. Ranch, what are you doing yelling at Funky? Bro did nothing to you. Leave him alone. Leave my boy alone. That's fine. Alright. I'm gonna do the rest on my own personal time, but looking at things I gotta finish, I'm pretty happy with most of what I have. I'm gonna do some slight adjustments with this shirt to make it look a bit more natural. But major stuff I need to finish, fixing the feet and the boots here, and then this hand. So fixing the left hand and the boots. And then I'll probably work on shading and coloring some other time. Or I could save it for another stream. But I am happy that I made some progress tonight. It shouldn't have taken this long, but honestly, I had more fun talking to you guys than, you know. If anything, you guys are the real streamers tonight. Give me someone to talk to. I appreciate it. What time is it? It's 11:20. It's 11:23 p.m., man. I think it's time we hit the hay in a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot I have all the layers to this still. If I wanted to. Goodness, look at all these layers actually. Hold on. Look at that. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Oh yeah, oh, that's what it was. Oh yeah, it's so funny how like shading does a lot to like make a picture go from looking flat to looking a lot better. Shading really does a lot. But let me do this. Let me take away the main color. I kind of like some of the transparency. I don't know. Either way. What am I getting at? I'm doing tired talk again. Ba-da-ba-bum-ba-ba. File, save. I'll save that bad boy there. Gonna stop the automatic recording. Oh, I do have a recorder on for my drawing process. So I have a tool called Automatic Snapshot. It's a plugin for Aseprite that records what you're drawing. However, it doesn't record it like a traditional recording. It just, what it does, I found out. I was wondering why these PNGs were getting gigabytes in size. It takes a snapshot of every single line you draw, and then it plays it back. The problem with that is that some of my art files go up to 8,000 PNGs saved in a folder, which is so funny. So I gotta remember to compress it down to a GIF every once in a while. Because I'm like, huh, why do I have a folder here that's like, you know, a couple gigabytes in size? Surprise, surprise, it's from me drawing like an idiot. And having like a bajillion lines everywhere. Every little stroke it saves was like, oh no, I don't want that. A few weeks ago, I think I broke my GPU with a lava lamp. Bro, how do you break a GPU with a lava lamp? Actually, in what universe does a GPU even need to be near a lava lamp? Oh, man. Ugh. Alright. We're gonna head off the stream. I'm gonna wait for this song to finish and then we're heading out. I'll fix this line over here. Taking away the sketch layer always hurts, because it's like, oh no. Once the imperfections are gone and you're left with the lines, it's like, doesn't look right. But I'll make it look good later. Good night, Fox. Thank you. See you later, guys. I'll be out in just a moment. Where is the... Let's see. We stick together. Man, let me see. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, and Friday. I'm trying to think if I could do a bonus stream this week, but I may not feel like it. After getting the last video done, I might just take a break. I mean, I'm not gonna take like a break, but like, I'm not gonna hyper focus on editing anything right now. I'm gonna take my time on the next project. Get my mojo back. Let's see, where is this? Oh, man. Oh, and thank you for DMing me the YTP stuff. I'll be saving that to my playlist and watching it later. Alrighty. Well, I'll see all you beautiful people later. Thank you for staying with me. Sticking around for the stream, it means a lot to me. You guys are awesome. Well, with that, I'll say, have a good night. And I'll see you wonderful people next week. Bye-bye.